Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Drew's affair with Nina is revealed at a press conference, and Willow snaps. According to General Hospital spoilers, Drew Quartermaine is now known across PC as Congressman Cutthroat as a result of an unflattering story published in The Invader. He has a press conference planned, which spoilers suggest could turn into a horror show. What will his boo Willow Corinthos think of Drew if things start to go wrong? Willow views Drew as a hero. Curtis Ashford is not Drew's friend, and he was behind the article. Drew now needs to try to reclaim his spit polish image, and he thinks getting in front of the cameras will be a good distraction. This is his collaboration with the hospital, which focuses on a pediatric sports initiative. He believes that if he goes on about this feel-good endeavor, the tide will turn. Drew, on the other hand, digs himself a deeper hole every day. He bullied co-chief of staff Portia Robinson into attending the news conference, and he demanded that Jordan Ashford appear as a representative from the mayor's office. The news conference is gaining attention, but what is the ultimate goal? We predict that this event will go wrong and tarnish Drew's reputation even further. Will Drew turn the tide? During the week of March 17th to 21st, Nina Reeves makes an offer to Willow but subsequently doubts herself. Does that have anything to do with Carly Spencer telling her they need to turn Willow against Drew right away? Willow is preparing to move in with Drew, along with her children, the women's grandchildren. This is the last thing they want. Will Nina plant some bombshell evidence and reveal it to the media shortly before Drew's press conference? Definitely, maybe. Willow wants to live with Drew. We expect Drew to breeze past the concerns regarding the pediatric sports program and assume that everything is well now. However, it is possible that Drew is being grilled and is unprepared for the inquiries. Dare we say it? There could be a leak concerning Drew's relationship with Willow and her mother. If this is the case, Nina may confirm the fling and face Willow's wrath. Drew expects the presser to clean up his image, but we anticipate the opposite. General Hospital spoilers, Carly gets shot. It appears that someone is in serious danger here. General Hospital teasers indicate that Carly will soon be in the firing line. General Hospital spoilers, Carly gets shot in the latest General Hospital trailer. Jack stops Carly from drinking what appears to be a poisoned bottle of champagne. It's been a hot minute since Carly's life has been on the line, right? It's a good thing Jack took the bottle away practically immediately. That's why so many General Hospital watchers are anticipating that something bad will happen and that the attractive blonde will wind up in the emergency hospital. That is why her ex, Sonny, is already on the case. Of course, the internet had a lot to say about the situation. Some even said, this narrative about Carly appears intense. I just wish Joss and Michael were here for this. They ultimately tell a narrative about Carly being in danger, and they do it while her children are out, so we don't get to witness their reactions. Another writer said, Sonny being Sonny, it's probably Valentine, he could tell him a little about Jack. Despite the fact that Jack's life is in jeopardy, Carly is unlikely to abandon him. Let's witness Chase's response when Brooke reveals who her baby's father is. Hope isn't over. Where is Jason now? General Hospital spoilers, Jack watches every move. There was also this comment, I didn't see that coming with Carly and the champagne. This is what I enjoy about Jack. Everything about him is interesting and often unexpected. Carly Spencer will require an emergency antidote, while Valentine Cassadine spills to Sonny Corinthos. I'm glad he was recast rather than written out when the other actor left. A frightened Brad Cooper will also issue an SOS, so here's what spectators can expect. Harrison Chase will be outraged at the Quartermaine house as Brooke Lynn Quartermaine admits that Dante Falconeri is the father of her firstborn child. Chase will believe that this changes everything, and he will be tempted to tell Dante the truth about his baby, who was put up for adoption. Meanwhile, Lulu Spencer will engage in a pleasant talk with Dante, asking if something makes her a selfish jerk. On Tuesday's episode of General Hospital, Dante and Lulu will joke around as they become closer. Brad will be in panic mode when he calls someone and asks for aid now. Will Brad turn to Selena Wu, or someone else? In Miami, Marco will be shirtless as he greets Lucas Jones, who will awaken close in bed. After Marco asks Sleepyhead how he's feeling, Lucas may reveal he's hungover and embarrassed over his conduct the night before. Lucas may not remember what happened when he returned to his room, but Marco most likely made sure he was safely tucked in for the night. Lucas was definitely inebriated, so it's unlikely Marco took advantage of him in that situation. Back in Port Charles, it appears that Anna Devane will speak with Jack Brennan about Carly Spencer's poison antidote and hope that it arrives in time. Brennan will become vengeful after Carly consumed polonium-laced champagne. Brennan will undoubtedly quickly identify Valentine as the primary suspect in this case. Next, Jocelyn, Jack's handler, will provide a hard reminder of the life she must now live in complete secret. Vaughn will insist that no one knows what Jocelyn is up to, therefore her WSB training will have to remain confidential. Will Brennan eventually enlighten Jocelyn on Carly's perilous predicament, or will he keep her in the dark for a little longer? Jocelyn, will you rush home or continue your training? Regardless, Valentine will be in a hard place now that he has broken into his old residence, which Sunny now owns. Sunny is holding Valentine at gunpoint and will soon ask him if the cat's got his tongue. Valentine will have to think quickly, therefore he will apparently try to bargain for his life by providing some critical information. Valentine, do you know who blew up Sunny's penthouse? Will Valentine point the finger at Brennan, or someone else? Sunny may wonder if Valentine did it himself, but if Sunny lets him go, Valentine may provide evidence pointing in a different route. Sasha Gilmore Corbin will speak with Jason Morgan regarding Michael Corinthos' situation. Jason may become more concerned about Sasha's pact with Jen Sidwell now that she appears to be poised to confess. According to General Hospital spoilers, Jason will make some scary predictions about having further problems finding Sasha, so keep an eye out for any bad news. Felicia's heels clicked against the glossy hotel floor as she walked toward the lounge, assessing the area with sharp, attentive eyes. The last thing she expected was to run into Carly, but there she was, dressed to impress and full of confidence. "Do you have significant plans?" Felicia inquired, her arms folded as she paused in front of her. Carly smirked. "As a matter of fact, I do." That's when Jack Brennan walked in, beaming like he had all the power in the world. "Well, if it isn't two of my favorite ladies," he said easily, shifting his eyes between them. Felicia's annoyance was immediate. "Don't flatter yourself, Brennan." Jack grinned, evidently delighted by her disrespect, but then returned his focus to Carly. "Shall we?" Carly nodded and led him to a table, leaving Felicia watching with narrowing eyes. As she nestled in, her phone buzzed, and she looked down, her lips twisting into a happy smile. "Good news?" Jack asked casually. Joss aced her WSB exams, Carly added, laughing. "I should check in on what she's up to on Easter Island." Jack's attitude was neutral, but there was a flicker of something in his eyes. "Is she doing well then?" "She's having the time of her life." "I'm happy everything's going well." His voice was almost too silky. Then, as if the thought had just struck him, he leaned forward. "How about a dinner in Paris this weekend?" "On the WSB's dime, of course." Carly cocked an eyebrow, fascinated but reluctant. Before she could respond, a voice intervened. "Okay, well. Look who finally decided to show his face." Carly and Jack turned to see a striking woman with a commanding presence. "Vivian," Jack remarked calmly, rising from his seat. She smirked, "Always a pleasure." "Not much of one, considering you never call." He made the proper introductions, and Carly found herself shaking hands with the hotel's owner. "I like you," Vivian informed Carly with a sly smile. "You should tell this one to actually use a phone once in a while." Carly laughed, but her mood changed as soon as Vivian walked away. The sight of Jack so effortlessly entertaining another lady, as well as his casual dismissal of Vivian's words, bothered her more than she wanted to admit. Without saying anything further, she stood up and walked away, leaving Jack to watch her disappear. Meanwhile, Jason and Anna were having a heated disagreement. "I'm handling Sidwell," Anna insisted, her tone steely. Jason was not buying it. "That's not good enough." Anna breathed forcefully before shifting gears. "I need your assistance with something else." "Charlotte." The time has come to act, with or without leads. Jason took a long look at her. Anna pressed on. Carly, Brennan, and Valentine had an argument. I do not like it. Charlotte is a pawn in all of this, and I will not allow her to become collateral damage in a WSB war with her father. Jason nodded. If anything comes up, I'm on it. Meanwhile, in the Quartermain house, Danny came into the kitchen to find Rocco engrossed to his phone, an anxious expression on his face. What's going on with you? Danny asked. Rocco scarcely glanced up. Charlotte just messaged me. Danny raised his eyebrows. Rocco shook his head. You're kidding. Last time I told my mother anything like this, she almost died for nothing. Charlotte didn't want to leave Valentine before, and I'm not sure she wants to now. So, what are you going to do? I do not know. I don't want to lose my mother, but I also don't want Charlotte to be wounded. Before they could say anything else, Jason strolled in. Danny did not hesitate. He thrust the phone at his father. We know where she is. Jason glanced at the message and nodded. I will take care of it. Keep Lulu out of it. When Jason left, Rocco rounded on Danny. How do you do that? You had no right to tell your father. Outside, Jason was already making a phone call. Anna, I have a lead. I'm on my way. Meanwhile, Portia paced about Ava's living room, her hands clasped as she sought to collect her thoughts. I made a mistake, she confessed, barely above a whisper. A huge one. Ava folded her arms and kept a close eye on her. What happened? Brad has been keeping Heather's test findings a secret from me, and Drew has now discovered the truth. He is blackmailing me, Ava said, her expression darkening. And Curtis? He has no idea, Portia confessed. I am frightened to tell him. Ava groaned. I was lucky he gave me a second chance at all. There's just one viable alternative here, Portia. You tell him the truth. Portia swallowed hard. I don't know if I can. You have to, Ava emphasized. But in the meantime, let Drew believe he has triumphed. Keep the secret. Minimize the damage. Portia nodded, but her expression remained disturbed. Ava's voice softened. Ask Rick about this. Figure out where you stand, Portia exhaled shakily. Ava's eyes glinted as she said, I don't see a way out of this. Unless Drew's out of the picture. Anna approached Felicia at the hotel bar, who gestured across the room. Look at them, she mumbled. Anna followed her sight and spotted Carly and Jack. Felicia's lips thinned. Anna sighed, Bobby would be furious. Jack Brennan is ruthless, brilliant, and charming. Unfortunately, there is nothing we can do. Carly is a grown woman. She will not listen to anyone. Felicia inhaled sharply. Fine. Then we need some beverages. As they sat down, Anna let her guard down just enough to reveal, I'm concerned about Charlotte. Felicia gave her a sharp look. Then do something about it. Cody smirked at Dante at the Quartermain home. You should just tell Lulu about that summer with Brooklyn. Dante made a joke. Nothing happened. Before Cody could continue, Emma and Gio entered, bright-eyed and enthusiastic. Lois arrived in the doorway, pale-faced, when she overheard Dante talking about horses. Oh, she replied hastily. Just warming up. Before they could question her, she dashed out. Emma easily changed the subject. How was your experience working at Deception, Cody? Awesome, Cody admitted. But I was never comfortable in front of the camera. Unlike Gio, he said. Cody grinned. Must be a family trait. Cody watched Emma and Gio leave together. What do you think about those two? Dante groaned. Cody giggled, the day Rocco falls in love, I'll lose my mind. Dante gave him a glance and said, I'll guide him. No son of mine is taking love advice from you. Lulu was digging through Martin's hotel room, heart racing. She froze when she discovered the file proving that Dante was Brooklyn's child's father. Her thoughts raced. She was still trying to process when Lois stepped outside the door looking for Martin. Lulu held her breath till Lois moaned and stepped away. Lulu grabbed her phone and took a few brief shots before slipping away. She went to the tack house, where Cody was alone. "Hey," she said nonchalantly. "Tell me about Dante in high school." Cody paused. Lulu smirked. "Brooklyn already told me." Cody breathed, finally admitting the truth. Meanwhile, Jason and Anna boarded the plane. "We'll get her back," Jason said. And out on the docks, Carly stood alone, berating herself. "I was an idiot," she mumbled. Jack appeared behind her. "I don't want to let you go." Her phone rang. A private number. General Hospital spoilers. Did Nina and Carly conspire to make Drew appear guilty when he is not? Drew Quartermain has been through a lot recently, and it appears that things are going to become worse. Rumor has it that two of Port Chuck's most intimidating women, Nina Reeves and Carly Spencer, are collaborating on a frightening scheme. The burning question is whether they are willing to go so far as to frame Drew for something he did not accomplish. If so, how much will it cost them in the long run? General Hospital spoilers. Digging up dirt. Nina and Carly have had their share of fights, but when it comes to Drew, they may find themselves working toward the same goal, discrediting him in the eyes of Willow Corinthos. That is no small feat. Nina has been desperate to preserve a link with her daughter, and Carly is not about to allow Drew become too comfortable in Willow's life. Rumors circulate that the two may use deceptive ways to bring Drew down. Could they genuinely break into his house and go through his stuff for anything that could cast doubt on his character? They are aware that Willow has a deep confidence in Drew, but if they can locate even the smallest piece of evidence to turn her against him, they may be able to exploit the situation to their advantage. GH spoilers reveal Nina and Carly could be carried away. Finding evidence is one thing, but what if they don't come across anything incriminating? That's where things become murky. If Nina and Carly are determined to succeed, they may take more extreme means. Could they really concoct something to make Drew take the fall? It wouldn't be the first time Carly maneuvered a situation to her advantage, and Nina has shown she's capable of some devious techniques when cornered into a position. If they're both determined to push Drew out of Willow's good graces, planting evidence, or at least misrepresenting the facts, may not be out of the question. General Hospital spoilers. Planting proof where there is none. If Carly and Nina are genuinely determined to play dirty, they may go so far as to fabricate evidence of Drew's alleged infidelity. Perhaps a deceptive photograph, a forged text message, or even an item belonging to another lady could be strategically placed for Willow to discover. It wouldn't take much to break Willow's trust, especially since Drew seemed to be holding secrets from her. The issue remains, will they go through with it? Will guilt overcome one of them before they go too far? Regardless of how everything plays out, one thing is certain: if Drew discovers what they've been up to, there will be terrible consequences. Who will kill Drew from General Hospital? Many folks should wish to. Drew's latest return to General Hospital has rubbed folks the wrong way, both on and off screen. As of now, practically everyone in Port Charles appears to have turned against him. Which, on soap operas, can only mean one thing: a whodunit is on its way. Drew seemed to have a bullseye on his back. But who will be doing the honors? An affair to remember. Drew slept with Willow in her children's nursery while still married to Michael. Michael can't seek retribution right now because he's in Germany healing from burns. But you know how Carly reacts when one of her beloved children is mistreated. Especially Michael, her favorite baby. If he can't punish Willow and Drew for what they've done, Carly may have to step in to cover up her misdeeds, just as she's always done for Drew's. Drew from The Walking Dead wants to dig up Edward's and Lila's bodies, as well as Alan, AJ, Emily, and possibly Bradley. Not if Quartermains like Tracy, Ned, Monica, and Jason have anything to say about it. Alternatively, you can decide to take action. Like, permanently. Fatherhood. Finally, Sasha lies about bearing Michael's baby. She claims it is Jason's. If Drew discovers the truth, who knows who might decide to silence him forever. Jason is a professional murderer. And Sasha has committed a crime or two in her time. Then there are Sasha's new parents, Holly and Robert. They could finally want to stand up for their oppressed little child. General Hospital Spoilers Weekly Preview March 17th to 21st, Brooke Lynn's shocking reveal and Valentine's destructive return this week on GH. Brooke Lynn reveals considerably more to chase. Brennan and Carly may cope with contaminated wine. And an intruder encounters the new guy of the home. The General Hospital Spoilers Weekly video ad for the week of March 17, 2025, has here. Discover what explosive circumstances will occur this week in Port Charles. This week on General Hospital, I never told you who my baby's father was, says Brooke Lynn. It will be a major week on General Hospital when Brooke Lynn reveals more of the story she originally told Chase. He already knows that she became pregnant over 2 decades ago and gave the baby up for adoption. But she did not tell him the complete truth. That Dante is the baby's father. Expect her to ultimately share that important aspect of the narrative to her husband. While we can see Dante, Chase says, it changes everything. Does this indicate he won't be as understanding if Brooke Lynn keeps this part of the truth from him? Meanwhile, Valentine makes a no-good, very awful, frightening, and miscalculating return to Port Charles. First, he drops off a gift for Brennan, unaware that Carly may be collateral damage from his attempted murder. The champagne is so good, Carly said to Brennan. But Brennan, being the wonderful spy that he is, discovers that the bottle of wine has a phony label. It might be too late by the time he shoves the glass out of Carly's hands. She appears to have had a sip of the infected wine when, all of a sudden, she slips to the ground, exclaiming, "Oh my God! Will Carly be okay?" Finally, we can only conclude that Valentine has broken into his old residence. The one where Sonny Corinthos currently resides. While maybe Valentine steals a passport and who knows what else, he is unable to make a clean exit. Sonny stops the invader in his tracks. Forgot something? Sonny asks. How will this showdown conclude? Jason Morgan had been looking for leads on the terrible explosion at Sonny Corinthos' penthouse, a tragedy that could have taken many lives. When Jason confronted Jen Sidwell, the suspect many blamed for the attack, Sidwell denied any involvement. Jason had believed the response, which surprised many people. What if Sidwell had been telling the truth all along? What if the guy who caused the explosion was much closer to home? Drew had everything to gain from the instability in Sonny's life. Willow was in a custody dispute with Michael Corinthos when the explosion occurred. If something catastrophic happened under Sonny's house, it would be the ideal example of how Michael's family ties made him an unsuitable parent. Judges had a habit of reacting quickly to incidents like that. A huge explosion at a crime boss's home could swing the scales in Willow's favor without her recognizing how or why. And, while the gadget used in the attack was linked to the WSB, Drew might still have obtained something similar. As a former Navy SEAL and recently elected congressman, he had access to riches that most people can only dream about. With the Quartermain riches, he could have easily accomplished anything like that without leaving a trail back to himself. There was also the question of who the actual target had been. Sonny seemed the obvious choice, but Michael was injured in the explosion and had to leave Port Charles to receive intensive burn treatment in Germany. If Drew arranged this, did he foresee Michael being caught in the blast? Or had his nephew merely become collateral damage? In any case, Drew had benefited greatly by the outcome. Willow was left vulnerable by Michael's absence, as she did not have the opportunity to have a proper chat with her estranged spouse. Drew had calmly stepped in, cementing his bond with her while ensuring she regarded him as a tower of support. But the biggest issue remained, had Drew really gone that far? If so, how long would it take before someone discovered the truth? General Hospital Spoilers, Brooke Lynn admits the truth. Hold tight for this week's General Hospital Spoilers. Brooke Lynn confronts Chase about her baby's paternity, Brennan rushes to save Carly's life, and Sonny discovers an intruder in his new home. It will be a frenzy of drama and excitement. Because they were struggling to conceive their own kid, Brooke Lynn decided to inform Chase that she had given birth to a child as a teenager and had put it up for adoption. But she purposely left out one key aspect of the story: Dante was the baby daddy. I never told you who my baby's father was, Brooklyn tells her husband through tears. Chase was empathetic when she told him about giving up her kid as a teen, but discovering who the child's father was may be a more difficult pill to swallow. It changes everything, he exclaims. Carly went to Jack's hotel room, inspired by her talk with Maxie, and the two eventually completed their relationship. They then decide to get some room service, which is where things go bad. This champagne is so good, Carly says cheerfully. But when Jack discovers the bottle has been tampered with, he hurriedly knocks the glass out of her grasp. Carly drops to the floor, gasping for air, and then falls into his arms. Valentine was seen waiting outside in the passageway. Was this another effort to take out the WSB head? A figure clothed entirely in black breaks into Sunny's new home and takes a little lockbox from its hiding spot. But as the invader takes out a passport, the sound of a rifle cocking can be heard. Looking over, they saw Sunny standing there, aiming a rifle. Forgot something? The mob boss taunts. Valentine appears to be leaving Port Charles after poisoning Jack and stealing a passport. Will Sunny send him on his way or make him pay? General Hospital spoilers, jealous Lulu goes too far. Is she off her medication? When it comes to Lulu on General Hospital, many viewers can't help but think of this. In fact, it appears that she is going too far in her treatment of Brooklyn. General Hospital spoilers, jealous Lulu goes too far. During the most recent episode of General Hospital, Brooklyn came very near to hitting Lulu in the face. Apparently, Lulu can't bear how Brooklyn has been treating her, but she's been doing the same thing, right? Brooklyn has found it extremely difficult to retain the secret of having Dante's baby, even if it was done for selfish reasons. At the same time, she is concerned about Dante and his son and wishes the best for them. It goes without saying that the internet had a lot to say about the situation. Some even stated it was a great shame she stopped it from landing. What's worse is how simple it is to despise the authors who create Lulu. Another fan of the program remarked, "That entire conversation irritated me. Lulu kept switching from the soft I just care about Dante act to literally telling Brooklyn she's glad she gave up the baby because she'd be a terrible mother." There was also this comment, "It's terrible how cruelly Lulu has been abusing Brooklyn for months. She can say whatever she wants unprompted." General Hospital spoilers, what happens next for Lulu? But when Brooklyn rightfully fights back with the truth, Lulu plays the victim card and says the most mean things to hurt her every single time, and to not even show empathy for the situation and bully her into telling Dante about something that has nothing to do with her was ridiculous. Of course, fans will have to tune in every day to see what happens next. Keep an eye on this space. Eva LaRue introduces her General Hospital family. It appears like Natalia Ramirez's family is growing on General Hospital. On March 16th, her portrayer, Eva LaRue, casually posted a behind-the-scenes photo on Instagram that carried a lot of weight. The photo in question featured daytime veteran and TV daughter Jacqueline Grace Lopez with newbie Adriana Condo, and it appeared to have been taken at the GH studio. "Me General Hospital Familia," the actress captioned the photo, adding "my kids" as a hashtag and tagging the soap's official Instagram page. To catch you up, Lopez portrayed Natalia's daughter, Ally/Blaze. Viewers are aware that Ally has a brother named Eloy, that Natalia was formerly married to Jen Sidwell before moving to Port Charles. Could Condo, who made his debut last week when Marco met Lucas in a Miami bar, actually be Ally's brother? Or could Natalia have another, unmentioned son? LaRue's statement not only appeared to confirm Marco's relationship with Natalia and Blaze, but it also hinted that Lopez would return to the screen in the following weeks. The actress, who originally appeared as the singer in November 2022, was abruptly removed from the screen in August 2024 when Blaze took a tour place with Miguel Morris shortly after girlfriend Christina decided she needed a break. At the time of Ally's exit, mother and daughter were not on the greatest of terms, as the singer had fired her mother because Natalia disapproved of her daughter's homosexuality. Perhaps if Ally returns to town, the two can concentrate on healing their shattered relationship. And Natalia having not one, but two gay children might jumpstart the redemption plotline LaRue previously stated she wanted to explore with her hateful alter ego. Although Lopez has not confirmed her return to the show, she responded to LaRue's post with an exuberant, "Mama. OMG, this floods my heart with so much love. Lopez also greeted her television brother. "And welcome to GH, Adrian. You are going to shine," she wrote, informing him that he's going to shine in the job. Here's your chance to meet General Hospital alum Ryan Pavey. This is an early Christmas surprise for both Hallmark and General Hospital fans. Ryan Pavey plans to attend a fan gathering later this year. Fans of both General Hospital and Hallmark will have the opportunity to meet Ryan Pavey. The actor left the entertainment world to improve his mental health, but he still enjoys connecting with his fans on a personal basis. Christmas is coming early. Here's an early Christmas gift. Over the weekend, Decade Daisy announced their forthcoming Christmas fan event. Pavey was the first star revealed for the event, which will take place in Dahlonega, Georgia. More announcements will follow throughout the coming month. The Instagram caption reads, "We're kicking off a small-town Christmas with a holiday favorite." Ryan Pavey. Ryan, best known for his appearances in Unleashing Mr. Darcy, Christmas at the Plaza, and many other endearing flicks, will bring the holiday magic to Dahlonega, Georgia on July 25-27. Speaking of stars, Dahlonega, Georgia is one as well. What is the reason for this location? It looks like something from a Hallmark movie. The convention is named Christmas in a Small Town. Dahlonega is a charming town that serves as the backdrop for several beloved Christmas movies, making it an ideal location for a festive celebration. Snowflake House with Garden fans may meet Pavey for autographs, photos, and a memorable Christmas experience. More details will shortly come. Tickets will go on sale Friday, April 11th at christmasinasmalltown.com. This is fantastic news for GH and Hallmark fans. This is also Pavey's first appearance after leaving The Daily Show and the entertainment world. The soap alum disliked fan encounters and decided to build his own. Returning to acting? Pavey announced his withdrawal from acting 1 year ago. 2 of the reasons were personal, while the other was business-related. Pavey's mother suffered lung cancer. He also had a poor experience in the entertainment sector. He admitted that this had an impact on his mental health. Pavey, on the other hand, enjoys acting in Hallmark movies but hasn't done so in a while. It's possible that he became a full-time caregiver for his mother, which stopped him from working. This Christmas event could indicate that Pavey is ready to return to acting. Will he be in the 2025 Countdown to Christmas movie lineup? Share your opinions in the comments area. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.